Hello slot car fans. We are about to do a retest here of this Ferrari 458 Italia that I've showed you guys in a previous test. And if you remember, the results of that previous test were not very impressive. I had brand new tires on it at the time, and you might remember that I mentioned those tires seemed kind of oily and hard and so I was not all that impressed when they were brand new tires from Carrera, not anything fancy, just the Carrera replacement tires. But I've used this Paragon ground effects. It's just an old can from probably 10 years ago that a friend of mine gave me that I used to race with, and mine was already dried up, so his was a little bit newer and I was able to make use of it. And I've used that on the rear tires of a few cars in the past, and it did seem to help. In this case, I put this stuff on the tires and let it sit on there for, a couple of days really, because I didn't have any reason to use the tires or use the car. And this is going to be my first test run on it now that this the Paragon stuff has completely soaked into the tires and they're dry. And I'll tell you, from feeling them, just from giving them a feel, they feel way better than they did before. They've got kind of a, they feel like rubber now instead of feeling like plastic. And I think that's going to be an improvement. And since in the past I have seen some minor improvements by using that stuff, I felt like that was a worthwhile thing to try. Also use some nail polish on the front tires. I've only put one coat on them so far because basically I put the coat of Paragon and or the traction compound and the nail polish on it at the same time, and then just let it sit for a few days until the next time I was ready to do this. So now we're going to give it a look. We're going to give it a test run, and I've got a sneaky suspicion I'm going to knock a tenth or so off of my previous time, and I may be able to get this car out of the slowest car category, but I'm hoping I can at least do that. And other than that, maybe we get lucky and we get it out of the category of the 3 slow Ferraris. So we'll see what happens. Welcome, slot car fans. I'm going to do another test, as I mentioned in the preface here to this video, on this red Ferrari 458 Italia. And as I mentioned before, I've used some traction compound on the rears that I let soak in for a few days. And I did give it one coat of fingernail polish on the fronts. And, in the previous test already it had a slotted guide. So those are the 3 changes that have been made to this car so far in order to try to get some better performance out of it. And we're going to give it a shot here and see where we get. And see where we've gotten so far. I'm hoping that it's going to beat the previous time. My previous time for this car was 5.295. So that's my time to beat. 5.295, and we're gonna see if we can do it now. There's a 5.7 something. There's a 5.4 something. And we're already off the track. Okay, well, that's all me there. Well, there's 5.3 something, so we're getting down there. Oh, not that way though. Alright, so far we got a 5.320, and we're looking to beat a 5.295. Doggone it. Well, not doing that well so far. That well so far. Okay, that's eating up my time there. So far, we have not beaten time yet. I think it's still in the car though. I think you can do it. Just gotta drive it right. Alright, I got a 5.281. So that does beat the 5.295. Alright. Well, let's see. The white one ran a 5.150. So we're going to have to try to see if we can beat that now. 5.150 is my time to beat. Nice. Alright, I still got a little time left. Well, crap. Still got a little time left to see if I can beat that white Ferrari and get a time better than that one's been making. And I don't think I'm going to do it that way, but we'll see. Okay, 5.281. Okay, I've still got a couple of minutes almost. Timing was off there, I missed my lane change. Alright, I got a little bit over a minute left here to try to beat that time. I already beat my previous time with this car, so the mods did help out a tiny little bit, I think. But it's gonna take maybe this takes a better driver. Well, I'm getting so worried about coming off the track, I'm not even turning good lap times anymore. Definitely not good. Definitely not good. Turn good lap time that way. Alright, well there's my time. So the best lap I turned here was a 5.281. And previously I ran a 5.295. So we have knocked about another tenth off, a little over a tenth, almost a tenth and a half. So let's, I guess that's, or I'm sorry, a hundredth, not a tenth, but a hundredth. Yep. But I was not able to beat this white Ferrari, which without any modifications and just with the new tires on it, it's ran a 5.150. So the red Ferrari did not move up. We're going to have to keep tinkering with it. We'll be back after we see what we can do with it next. Thanks for watching.